So hold on. What has 2 legs, is red, and isn't standing right now? Cole's character!
Yeah!
That's a good one, Connor.
I know!
We'll see how you're feeling in a couple rounds.
Oh, probably sad.
How many other rich guys do you know that you can get favors off of? Anyway, hi! Welcome to Basements and Besties, the Dark Lanterns of Sharn. My name is William Tramp, or this FNGM on the internet, and I will be the narrator for tonight's game. And we are very excited to present to you another actual play session that level ups A5E system, which has been created by Ian Publishing, who used to sponsor us at one point, but no longer does. Luckily, we have a new sponsor. We don't. We don't.
Don't say we do, please.
Not yet. Not yet. Speaking of that, I'm gonna put that over there. All right, I need to unclug the space, but in case Mountain Dew is watching, I just want them to know that we're doing the legwork now. Right. Pepis, yeah, Pepsi even. We're excited to have another game for you all, and let's go ahead and start with some introductions for our characters. Let's go ahead and start and introduce ourselves. Today's question for introductions. Okay, today's question is: fuck, marry, kill the Winarn line. Okay, so the choices you have are Queen Aurala of Ondair, the elegant, beautiful, she's the youngest ruler, probably mid-20s. She's just known across the land for her elegance and her beauty, and she is known as the diplomat. Then you also have King Borinol of Breland, the Bear King, an old man, kind of past his prime, but not according to the people of Breland, who still see him as the hero king who stood on the front lines and helped fight off horrible monsters during the last war. And your king, in fact. And then also you have King Caius III. King Caius III, who rules over Karnath, who were known for using, horrible tactics during the war, like raising the dead and having them fight in the armies. But Caius III not only put an end to those practices, but also was one of he along with Borinol, sued for peace and helped to end the last war. So, fuck, marry, kill the Winarn line. All right, we're going to go ahead and start off with you.
Hi, I'm Cassie. I play Adelaide Oleander, a human bard whose own story has stepped outside her Dragonmark house. Adelaide, marry is pretty easy. It would be King Borinol, our hero king. So
he needs a fourth wife.
Yeah. Fuck. So I think it's gonna be Caius. Because I think she stands a better chance of being able to seduce and therefore overpower Caius. I think game recognized game with. I don't think I can do it with her. I think she would. She probably does that as well. Like, it uses her wiles as well. So I think. Oh God, what's her name? Aurala. Yeah, I probably kill Aurala because I don't think I could seduce her to get the upper hand.
Which also somewhat fits with an earlier question I'd asked you of which nation did you fear the most?
Yeah,
one was Ondair.
Yes, she definitely sees both of them, but she has a particular hesitation towards Ondair and some history there.
Dennis, we're gonna move to you.
I'm Dennis. I'm playing RJ, the Warforged Adept, who is exploring his place in humanity while focusing on the protection of Breland. And I think he's going to marry Breland because of our last session's question. Because if he marries, then he's actually the next in line.
There's one person you trust to roll the
There's one person I trust to guide the Warforged into the next generation.
RJ's sitting there like, I was going for middle management, but now I'm going for top management.
If I can help manage these fools, I can definitely run a country.
He's going for the top position, all right.
He's gonna fuck what's her name again? Sorry,
Queen.
Orala.
Queen Orala, because, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
The exact opposite reason she said, because, man, if you do, it's going to be worth it. And kill Karnath, because honestly, he's killed enough of Karnath anyways. Like...
Yeah.
let's just take that pale faced loser off the board, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what he was created for in the first place.
Fair enough. All right, well, let's go ahead and move over to you.
Hi guys, I'm Connor. I play Colton, a human warlock who made a deal with death but did not read the fine terms. Fuck King Breland.
Borinal.
Fuck King
Sorry, I
Borinal,
did that.
because you could grind meat on those abs, and
True.
I mean, come on.
Come on.
Still a stallion.
Come on.
The bear is a stallion even in this age.
The bears. Well, fun fact. There is a Braelish cavalry that rides mage-bred bears into battle. So the bear is a stallion. It turns out.
With all the political shenanery of, do we keep the monarchy? Is it going to? That's just too much politics for Colton for a lifelong commitment. But a night of fun, marry Queen Orala, because come on, she's young, she's beautiful. Help rule magically, and he can bring some Braelish ideals to the Ondarian people.
Yeah,
like
right.
not being stuck-up assholes.
You're a bunch of stuck-up jerks.
And then, I mean, he has no love loss for King Caius III or his homeland. Nothing personal, but it's just like, I'm not really concerned if you die, so King Caius.
Because I'm pretty sure Karnath said that. There's Thrain. Thrain was the one that.
Thrain is the one he hates the most. Oh, if he had a chance to kill the leader of Thrain, not even a question. Just
Puppet figurehead. That's why I didn't even include them in the line.
Yes, yes.
All right, wonderful. Well, let's go ahead now and move over to you.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Brock, the Bugbear Berserker, who finds life a little dull with an explosion every now and then. Let's see here. I would say probably fuck King Borinel, because his track record with spouses is not great.
Good points.
But he's also very attractive. Marry probably also Queen Aurelia. Orala, sorry. Because I don't know, even though he doesn't really go for the nobility lifestyle, I don't know. There's being married to a talented mage probably has its perks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel, and kill King Caius, because fuck that guy.
Just fuck that guy in general.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and now we're gonna finally move to my wife.
Thanks. My name is Sarah, and I am playing Deidre, a human rogue who's trying to find her place in the world without war. I would marry.
You would?
Deidre. I'm talking to Steve. Any answer I give is going to be wrong. So I would. Deidre would marry Borinal, because once you're in, you're in.
Yeah.
And then she would kill Queen what's-her-face, name unpronounceable.
Queen Rala.
Rala. And then she would fuck Caius, because she's heard some interesting rumors, and is...
Are you on the filthy propaganda again?
She reads sleazy penny things.
Okay, well, and what sleazy rumors have you heard?
Like, we've heard that he... we've heard, my group. D is read that he could possibly be a vampire, so...
And what's
so she's down
sexier?
for that.
What's sexier than that?
Exactly.
Well, and
Why
depending
not
on
have
which...
experience?
Depending on which trashy broadsheet you read, the Sharn Inquisitive, you may have heard even that he keeps a harem of just like sexy fuck friends.
And this is why we don't marry that guy.
Yeah.
he can't settle down. He can't commit.
Yeah, exactly.
But kill him though and put all those sex workers out of work? Absolutely not. No. Mm-mm.
Was that 3 or 4 to kill Caius?
3 to kill Caius, 2 to kill.
Nobody would kill our king.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody except for House Madani is keeping track of which monarch you want to kill. So, okay, all right. So last week, you all began the session by outside of the Dragonhawk Villa, owned by the Lantar twin brothers, ambassadors from Ondare, who you have it on good authority. are responsible for the fireball that leveled a city block near your home and killed your handyman, Braun McGurty. When you arrived at the Dragonhawk Villa, Colin, what did you discover?
We discovered that the villa was under attack by unknown assailants. They had already claimed the lives of a number of the serving staff down in the pantry and kitchen.
Mm-hmm. And if I'm not mistaken, one of you had made friends with some of those serving staff. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I had met and befriended Chef Anna, and I had also met Buttersworth the butler and Helga the head maid. In my guise as Molly Moore, a girl seeking employment, and they are dead.
Yeah, you unfortunately were not able to save their lives, but you were able to at least pave the path for the rest of the serving staff to be able to escape, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
All right. Well, in continuing, when you began pushing further into the villa, Dennis, you discovered who the invaders were. Who are the invaders?
Thank you. Say it again. Thank you. Darkanan spies were in there. We found 2 in the bottom, and then they found some more up top. I don't know how many yet, because I haven't gotten up there, but technically there were 3 up there. 5.
Yeah, House Tarkanan. What is House Tarkanan known for? What is their
aberrant dragon marks that increase their certain abilities of theirs, and they're both spying and attacks.
Yes. Now, Deidre, if I'm not mistaken, Deidre's heard a few rumors about this, about this particular branch of House Tarkanan. What can you tell us about what Deidre knows about this situation?
Darren has told her that they are trying to muscle in on Das territory, as well as they are led by a far more violent group leader, who she's presuming is the guy that jumped out the window.
As compared to what? A far more violent
as compared to the woman that Darian follows, who is not violent.
And what group is Darren de Madani a part of?
He's part of another aberrant marked House Tarkanan as well.
What I'm trying to get here is that House Tarkanan has been split into 2.
Divided.
It has been divided into 2. With a new sect that's created, as you mentioned, that's much more violent. And from what you were able to determine, because the bald man, I believe, at one point called this out during your battle, is that when you tried to convince him that you were with him by showing off your mark, stated that you must be with the purple-haired bitch, I believe is the exact term used. Now, you were able to fight your way to the top, and eventually confronted a man who you recognize from that ill-fated fireball that's claimed the land. Yes, and during that brief confrontation, something happened. What happened, Colton?
Our dear bugbear and big old meaty boy Brock unfortunately went down to a very, very swift and sudden attack we were not prepared for.
Yes, he went down. He went down hard,
and almost went down for good. And thankfully, he missed the second attack.
Yeah, well, let's hope that you're able to staunch the bleeding before he dies, because we're going to jump right back into this.
Yeah. Right.
Heck, we're actually just going to keep the same initiative as before,
Sure.
just continuing this turn order. We're going to leave the coins where they were. We're just going to keep going on through this. We're going to start at the top of the round. Deirdre, you are standing in this bathroom, which is now becoming slick with the blood of with Brock's blood. The window has been burst out because the man with no name has just thrown himself out the window. Point of order. For those of you who may have saw 2 weeks ago's episode and you keep track of the rules, yes, I did forget to give her an attack of opportunity as he left. That is a thing I did forget, but rest assured, she could not have possibly done enough damage to stop that man from leaving. So you find yourself standing over the body of your friend Brock, who's bleeding heavily outside from a wound in his side, and is shallowly breathing. You can hear outside in the hall. You hear the voice of the guards yelling, "Drop your weapons! Put your hands up!" And looking out the door, you can see just coming up the stairs is RJ. What do you do?
I'm going to pull out a potion and put it down Brock's throat.
Okay, all right.
And it's a basic healing potion. Do you want me to roll that, or do you want to roll it?
You can roll it.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2.
Your potion. Your weird what is that?
What was
is that?
It landed on the top.
That
of
never
this.
happens with an actual d4.
4, 5,
6, 7.
Great.
Whoa! He's on our side, on my side. We're trying to figure it out.
You're trying to talk to them and maybe trying to reason with them, but you're also trying to. Your action is pouring the potion down. Anything to do with the movement bonus? Behind you, there's the door that's been that has been beaten against. You can see, you can see the door that's been beaten against, and the outside the door. You saw, there are a number of guards out there waiting for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do. I'm trying not to seem like I'm going to.
Okay, sounds good. So do you drop your weapons?
I mean, I thought I had to take my stuff out because both my hands were full. Because I have to pull it out. So yeah.
Sarah, that means you only had to use one hand to do the thing. So do you drop your weapons? Is my question.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So you drop you drop your because you had 2 weapons, right?
Yeah, I dropped them.
Okay, excellent. So you put one away, drop the other. Okay, ding, 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 your dagger clatters to the ground. We then will go ahead and go to Adelaide. Adelaide, you're across the house at this point. You see the servants are starting to rush out the door behind you. What do you do?
I'm going to stow my fiddle, and I have 40 feet of movement. I'm going to start heading to follow. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6 the body. Yep.
7, 8 is one move, and then I'm going to dash to go towards the stairs as well. So
9, 10.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's as far as I can move.
So you start running towards the stairs, towards the sound. You hear the sounds of battle fight. You can hear, drop your weapons, put your hands up, and you start running towards that.
Yes. And I've stowed everything. So.
Okay, interesting. Okay, we will go ahead and move from Adelaide to Colton. Colton, you can hear these voices yelling, "Drop your weapons!" It seems your allies or somebody has been caught. And you see Adelaide just running straight towards there. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you have goals.
I absolutely have goals in this house.
What do you do?
Kind of cracks the neck, moves forward. As he does, he casts invisibility on himself, and he kind of just fades into a mist that just seems to disperse, and he goes invisible with his weapon still drawn.
Excellent. Okay, and you fade from view. Excellent. Now, just as a reminder, invisibility is not automatic stealth.
No.
So we're gonna go ahead and go from Colton to Brock.
As Brock kind of comes back into consciousness.
Drop your weapons! Put your hands up!
Oh, jeez, okay. Yeah, and he's not going to pick up Lucille while he's surrounded by multiple armed men. So he's going to hope that his companions have some kind of idea to get us out of this situation, and stay on the ground right now and try to look non-threatening.
Okay. And they're definitely eyeing you particularly.
Yeah.
One of them has a long sword pointing at you. Do you do anything? Do you say anything?
I said, I think we got off on the wrong foot here. I'm not with them. Those guys.
All right. Go ahead and roll a persuasion. This will be your action. Roll a persuasion. Let's see if they buy it.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe it's the blood loss. Brock got a 19.
19. Okay, sounds good. So this man kind of he has a sword pointing at you, but he kind of softens a bit and kind of eyeing you. Another one says, "Hold on." I don't think he goes, "Hold on." I don't think he goes. He's too well dressed to be Dask. Yeah, he's usually dressed in rags and shit. Who the fuck are all of you? We're gonna move to them. So they will. They've got their weapons pointed. They see you. You, come up here. Keep your hands where we can see them. Come out of the bathroom there. Hands where we can see them. On your feet. Hands where we can see them. You're to explain exactly why you've broken into the Lord and Lord's villa. Is there anybody else with you? And before you have a chance to answer, we're going to go ahead and go to RJ.
He puts his hands up. As he's walking around, there's no one else with us. We saw, very loudly saying this, we saw and heard commotion, and all we could do is come by. It sounded bad, and as he's doing this, he's kind of like stumbling over the bodies on the ground this direction. Like, we're just trying to help.
Excellent. I want a deception check. Let's see if they buy your ruse here. And this is going to be opposed by their insight.
Any chance it could be performance? No.
Well, if you're acting like something, sure, but unfortunately, it's all about that question you answered.
Yeah, I know.
You got this, RJ.
Yeah. 12?
Hold on. You got a 12?
Got
Okay, so they got to beat a 12. Yes. All right. Concerned citizens, eh? Heavily armed, though. That's a little interesting. Well, you know, adventurers, sir, adventurers. He goes, don't call me sir. I'm only don't call me sir. He goes, all right. And you go, all right. Well, move over with the rest of your friends here. We'll let the Lord sort this out. We should go ahead and go. He turns one of them turns to the other. Goes, go check in with the captain. Go check in with the captain. He kind of nods his head towards the open doors behind him. We are going to go now to Deirdre.
Being that Brock is still lying on the ground in front of me, I'm going to hold my action to, if there is an aggressive movement, it has to be one trigger, right? If Brock makes the... if someone is going to take aggressive action...
Well, I want to be clear. You have seen them sort of back the sword off, and they've given you a command to walk out in this room. So I just want to make... So nobody seems like they're aggressive. It seems to be that they've talked down.
Right. I'll walk out into the room, but I'm holding my action to, if there's aggressive action taken, I'm going to retaliate.
Sure. Sounds good. All right. With what? An attack?
Yeah. With an attack.
With what weapon? Or your fists?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean, she's going to do something.
Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and go to Adelaide. Adelaide, so you hear at the top of the stairs, you're running towards the stairs, and you're about to start clomping up those stairs, and you hear RJ say, there is nobody else in the house. What do you do?
Yeah, I stop and I'm not seen by them upstairs, right?
Correct. You're way down the bottom of the stairs. These are 20-foot high ceilings, by the way. These are very tall floors.
Okay.
So the stairs are so long.
I'm gonna disguise myself as Chef Anna.
How so? How do you do that?
Using disguise self.
The spell. Okay, excellent. So you cast the spell, and suddenly standing before you, Colton, you see Chef Anna.
Miraculously alive.
Real quiet. That's impressive.
And I am going to and I'll look injured as her disguise self, like sort of how she sustained injuries, but they're not fatal. And I'm like holding a head wound, and I'm gonna sort of dizzily start slowly walking up the steps, going, "What?" And using her voice. Where is everybody?
Okay. Excellent. So, okay. So you decide to, under disguise, join the conversation with the other four or the other three. Sounds good. We're gonna go and move from Adelaide to Colton.
Colton, hearing that, no one else is here and she disguised herself, Colton's going to proceed cautiously. I'm not going to go all the way up the stairs, but I'm going to kind of like get a few ways up and just kind of hold and listen in on the conversation, but just kind of hold back a little bit.
Okay. Roll a stealth check. Let's see if stairs are creaking underneath your way, or if you're moving cautiously enough.
Does invisibility give you advantage on stealth checks?
Nope. This means it does nothing for the sound aspect. It does everything for the sight.
Ooh, I would like to spend a coin. There you go. Because that would have been no Bolano. That is better. It's an 8. Flat 10.
Okay, so you got a 10. All right, we're gonna go ahead. So you begin to move up the stairs, and you just move one step up the stairs. That's it?
Yeah, just like a little,
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move from Colton to Brock. So Brock, they seem to have backed off a little bit. They're telling you to all kind of get inside. You see, Dee is tense, like she's ready to throw a punch. And this isn't lost on anybody in the room, by the way. It's very clear. It's just kind of coming out in a very like aggressive. A kind of aggressive pose there. They tell you, where the lords and lords sort this out, and one yells, go back and check him with the captain, see what he wants us to do.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and stand up and sort of stay there with the gathered group and not take any aggressive action for now. He's just waiting to see.
As you have
trying to buy some time.
You have a view of the stairs. You can now see Chef Anna walking up the stairs. Although Chef Anna's dead.
Yeah.
You just have her body.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad she's okay. Good for her.
she's doing better.
Miss, are you hurt? Am I hurt?
I am hurt. What am I going to tell my children? Oh.
You hear the sound of breaking glass. The guards, who are there from behind, back through the open doors. You hear the sound of breaking glass, and you hear some shouting from the other room. These 3 guards who are right there stop, can turn and go, "Oh, fuck!" And they, and 2 of them break off and run through the doors. Here, run through the doorway here. The other one stands by and goes, and he's standing there, but he seems like kind of torn because you hear the sound. You can hear the sound of yelling coming from the room right behind him, and you hear there's more, fuck, who the fuck is? And then some voices in that room, and the other one says, stay where you are, and we will go ahead and go to RJ.
We can help. We already have.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give a persuasion check.
Uh, 16.
16. He
looks down at the bodies that are on the ground and kind of does a hand like.
He looks down at the bodies that you did not help with in any way, shape, or form. But he looks at me and says, just stay where you stay where you are. But he seems unsure. He seems unsure about this. And he's now, as you say this to him, he's like looking more frequently kind of towards the door. Like his perception is going back towards that door.
We can stay here and you can go.
That was your action? Was that trying to explain the other? Was trying to give the other idea? Anything else you'd like to do? You want to move, or are you going to stand right where you are? Or are you going to move back with the others like he was trying to direct? Because you're over here.
I'm going to stay, like, when I kind of haven't gotten my, quote-unquote, gotten my balance, and standing, when I said that, I just stand. Sure. And, like, I'm not moving.
Sure. You can hear the sounds of voices coming from the other room. As the other 2 men, and I like to mention that these doors are like swingy doors, right? Like full size swingy doors, right? You see the doors like swing open as the 2 guards leave. They swing closed, and then so they swing back out open. As you see a gout of like ice. Like rime, covering the insides of the doors, and you see one of the guards kind of just stagger back and go, "Oh fuck!" And you hear a and the doors swing closed again. We will go ahead and go to Deirdre.
Dee's going to bonus action disengage, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What do I see?
Nothing, as the doors have swung closed, as I mentioned.
Then I step in 30.
Okay, step in. All right, so let me go ahead and explain what you see.
The backs.
You are back in the bedroom. Okay. And you see a strange sight. Okay. You see, you are in a bedroom, what would likely be the master bedroom. inside this bedroom, you can see that there's a trunk at the foot of the bed. Actually, here, let me kind of explain what you see here. My apologies. You've been in this room before, but I'm going to just reread it just for brevity, or just for the sake of people at home. Locked wooden trunk rests in front of the foot of a large canopy bed in the southeast corner. You see a cloth in a bathtub sits in the northwest alcove to your left near a freestanding mirror and a privacy screen. Hanging above the fireplace, you see a shield that bears the Lantar coat of arms, which is the face that's kind of half human, half devil. You see a tall mahogany wardrobe. Near there, you see the doors, the doors to the glass doors that lead out to the balcony have been burst open. You see a man that you recognize as that looks somewhat similar to the man you had seen before, Elias Lantar, but this one it's slightly different, more of a kind of a severe look to their face. Who could only be Elias or Lantar. Wearing a very old breastplate. Goldenrod colored, like maybe this is like something that's been handed down for many generations. Armed with a rapier, and he's standing next to a very well-dressed half orc in the same kind of garb as the other guards, but there's more honors on him. You recognize that this half orc because you saw him before in this room talking with Elias. You can see that you see the Nimblewright is off in a corner over here. And these two... No! His arm fell off! Oh, man! I hate it when my minis break in the middle of a session. Alright, fine, screw this. I'm going to just swap this out with this half-orc guy now. I'm not going to use a broken mini. Anyway, you see that these and the two guards who run in are squaring off against... a very strange trio of people. You see a pretty just kind of like, the best way to describe it is a nondescript man and a nondescript woman.
The best way to describe them is that they're indescribable.
They look the most unremarkable people you've ever seen. They're wearing servant's clothing, but not in the colors of the Lantar family. You can see that they are armed with daggers. And standing behind them, you see a very tall woman, upper middle age, dressed in like a head servant's garb. She's got two wands, one in each hand, kind of pointed out there. And this very tall woman, in a servant's garb, kind of standing at the doorway, has two wands pointed, and she goes, "What you will want to do is you will want to put down your weapons, or I will shoot again." And you can see that there's a little bit like trail of like steam coming off of one of those wands, or like cold hoarfrost steam, right? That kind of. It's just, what you want to do is to drop everything. We don't have to this does not have to get violent. We have just come for this stone. And that is what you come in to see. Duder, what do you do?
D is going to not try attempting to be nonchalant. 5, 10 to get a clearer view, like moving kind of up next to the guard. She's going to.
Are you trying to stay unnoticed doing this?
Yes.
Okay, you can use your bonus action to give me a stealth check. See if they notice you.
I already did the bonus action to disengage.
Actually, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Let's see if your nonchalance works.
4.
Okay, they seem to notice you.
Okay.
As you enter, you see one of them goes, you see the one of the men dressed in the servant's outfit, kind of straw-haired man with like pale blue eyes. He goes, "Hey boss, another Okay, what were you saying? So you see the jig's been up. What anything else you'd like to do? What were you saying to me before?
I was gonna hold my action, but I had to use my action.
Yeah, trying to stay nonchalant. It's like as you're thinking through and trying to formulate a plan, you've been they definitely see you and kind of look your direction. Goes come out where I can see you, please. Says you can hear the tall woman's voice. You can no longer see because you've turned the corner. You're now standing by the bathtub. We're going to go to Adelaide.
Can I move up? I guess next to Brock is probably as close as I can get. Into the one that's still like pointing on them.
At this point, it's full attention seems to be back towards the door because Diaz just run out.
Oh, okay.
So his full attention seems to be towards that door now.
I'm gonna start looking around. Do the bodies got any weapons on them?
Yeah, a few of them do, sure.
All right, I'm gonna ask
daggers.
Chef Anna like pick up a weapon like I'm trying to arm myself.
Oh, lady, whoa, hey.
Where are the lords? Where are the children? My word!
Someone think of the children.
And why aren't you helping them, young man? Where are the kids?
In 6 seconds, you managed to ask all 3 of these questions. So we're going to go ahead and just go with the first question you asked.
Yeah.
Where are the lords? He looks back and goes, Elias isn't there. Elias has locked himself back in the...
Perfect.
Back in there. And he kind of gives you that answer, but his attention is like fully on that door. We're going to go ahead and go from Adelaide to Colton.
He mentioned that the one brother locked himself in the other room. I could hear that from down there. Wonderful. Colton is going to saunter on up the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That wouldn't quite put me up in here, though, would it?
5, 6 is right there.
Right there? Okay. And I'm not going to dash. I don't want to make his... I want to make as little noise as possible.
Yeah,
do you still want me to roll stealth?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anytime you make a move when there's people around, you got to make it.
Oh, yeah. 18.
Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely. You're moving very quietly up those stairs. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. So, Colton, you're hearing this. You're kind of sneaking up there. Brock comes to you. He's like, definitely, his attention is almost fully on the door as Diaz just running. He's like, Brock, what do you do?
Brock's going to start sidling towards that door that he pointed at.
Okay.
And yeah, he's going to try to do it as stealthily as he can.
Give me a stealth check. I'm going to give you advantage because this nervous man is like very much like torn.
Okay, so that'll even out my disadvantage from
there you go.
My imposing presence.
You got this.
No, I do not. It's a 7.
He turns around and goes, stop!
Oh, hey.
Put the knife on him!
Little Anna!
Looks to cook Anna and put the knife on him.
I sort of hold it out.
We'll find on your turn. We'll see on your turn what happens. So Brock, do you keep going as he like points as he catches you?
I'll stop.
Okay. He goes, and he looks to you, looks back and goes, do you have this? You would have hurt a defenseless woman, would you? And he runs in the other room.
Who hurt a defenseless chef?
He runs in the other room, and goes, runs into the other room to assist. We will go then to RJ. So the doors swing closed. You guys are left alone in this room.
She's gonna need you in there, I think. I'll take
I
care
am
of that.
not in the condition that.
He still says that, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is the door locked? Still locked. Because I know the guy was trying to break through that door.
You go to check the door, and it's it does appear to be locked. Yes.
Okay. I will. I believe. I can't pick it. So. Antico tools can't pick it. Kick it in.
Sounds good. Give me a strength check.
Hey, strength.
With my build strength, that'd be athletics, not strength. So I guess strength. I won't be able to use my dex for. That sucks.
And unfortunately, that will not apply this brute force here that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Break a door down.
No. I bounce off it.
Okay, you go and try to kick the door, and you're from inside the door, from the other side of the door.
Brock, never mind. I need you.
Okay. We're gonna go and move from RJ to. Okay. You hear. Now, he goes, my goodness. The taller woman is still speaking. My goodness. I did not want to have this sort of party. This is not the kind of party that we enjoy. Excuse me while I level the playing field. And she throws one of her, she kind of points one of her wands, points one of her wands over towards all of the guards here. And all of you, hold on here, hold on, what is she doing? I believe each
A mystical healing
I love it.
ray.
All of you, you see the floor begin to flames begin to rise from the floor, and then quickly spread up like these blue flames start spreading up your legs and your arms. You and all of those guards.
Okay.
And the guards go, but you notice it's not burning. But as she kind of holds it there on you, she says, "Make one move, and you will feel the pain." Now. She points another one over to the half-orc and the half-orc guard and Lord Elias goes, "Tell your men to leave now, or this will get very bloody. And trust me, you will not enjoy what is coming." And we will go ahead and go. And these two are going to kind of just waiting on bated breath, kind of waiting for the command. We are then going to go ahead and go from them to Deirdre. Deirdre, you're on fire. Like these blue flames are surrounding you and the floor and all the rest of you. And you've been told that if you move, make one move and you will feel the pain. What do you do?
Is Deidre able to tell what this is?
Make a knowledge of arcana check.
Just double checking if I am. Probably not. And I'm not. But oh my gosh. 12.
It's fairy fire. It is a fairly common spell, relatively speaking, you've seen in the war. It lights things up, it calls attention, it makes people easier to hit, but these flames do not and will never burn anyone. She is bluffing you.
Okay, sorry. I'm just doing something to 5.
That's what you're supposed to do on your turn, yes.
I know.
Good,
I'm just counting in my head.
Good.
Okay. So, bonus action, disengage. She is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, that second one.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to try to, like, oh, I'm so sorry. I have 40 feet of movement at this point. She's going to try to take one of the wands out of her hand, like grab one of the wands out of her hand.
Okay, yeah, you're trying to disarm her.
Yeah.
So, let's go ahead and do that. So disarming has a very specific way it functions, right? So let's go ahead. So what do you need to do for that? Do you know?
I do not know. I've never disarmed before.
I got that little cheat sheet.
Excellent.
you do?
Yeah, I don't have that in front of me.
Thank you. Disarm is dodge dash positioning. Disarm. Target makes strength or dex saving throw against maneuver DC. On failure, take basic melee damage that drops a held item in its space.
Okay, let's go ahead and go with that. So, real quick, you are about to be stabbed. As you have made an aggressive action, they were holding their action. Okay. So the two servants standing there will turn around and stab at you. The first one is going to get a 21 versus your armor class. You're going to take 4 points of damage. The second one is going to get a 17 versus your armor class.
Oh, wait, hang on one second. I gotta double check that one. Switch over. Yep, that hits.
Oh, I'm sorry. They have advantage on their attacks. What am I saying? Because you're still covered in blue flames. So you got hit by the first one, and the second one, the second one hits. So you take 4 and then 4. Okay. You get stabbed at twice. Then she needs to make a dexterity saving throw versus your maneuver DC.
Dex or strength.
Yeah, she's going to make dex.
And then maneuver DC.
She got a 16.
That'll be yours.
12.
Yeah, she very easily pulls back her hand and she goes, ah. She goes, ah. And this is a very tall woman, by the way. She towers over you by easily like a foot. She looks down at you, this headbutt, and she goes, don't. And she goes, what a surprise to see you. As this middle-aged woman just looks at you and says, what a surprise to see you. And we will go ahead and, anything else, Deidre?
Is the voice familiar?
Give me an insight check.
Dun dun dun!
Oh no!
Why am I not
Take a
just...
d20.
I'm trying to find the d20, but
I hope
Roll
I'm
it.
wrong.
okay. That is a 4, which is a 7.
You're not placing it.
But also, I have the ability to read their mind, so I'm going to.
That takes an action, and you just use your action to try to disarm her. So right now you don't recognize the words. We're going to go ahead and move from Deirdre to Adelaide. Adelaide, we come to you. What do you do? You knife to your allies. You see other people, but you've also been put into a very interesting opportunity. You have been left alone in a house where you have goals. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna bonus. It sounds like I'm nervously mumbling, but in your mind, you're going to hear, "I've got you, buddy." I'm gonna heal you with a healing word.
I'm so confused.
There it is.
Oh, that was shit.
You roll 2d4 for healing?
No, I don't. So it was the first one, which was 2 plus my 3, so 5. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
So that was my bonus, and then. They're on that door. I'm gonna check this door. I don't know what's behind the door.
It's closed.
Can I open it?
You can try.
I'm gonna try and open it.
You go ahead and open the door. The door swings open, and you see, and what little light spills out from the foyer that you're standing in. You can see a ballroom. You see a ballroom. You can see that there's no one in here that you can see, but you see gilded mirrors, tasseled tapestries, and stained glass lamps festoon the walls here. Mounted above a fireplace far across the room is a stag's head made of blown glass. You see the veined marble floor has been polished to a mirror-like sheen. Tacky crystal chandeliers dangle from the ceiling, which has a mural depicting an orgy painted on it. You see it's like a very not tasteful at all orgy of men and women and male and female devils consorting all above the above
Good
your
for
head.
them.
Subtle.
So let's see. I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I can't end in here because it's difficult terrain. There's a
You
body.
can end in difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't end in another ally space.
Okay.
You see the opportunity to potentially explore more of the house. You peek into your room and think to yourself, nah, and then go back to join the rest of your group.
I'm going to call out as Anna. My lord, we're here to help. It's Anna. Anna's voice.
Give a performance check. Let's see if you can model Anna's voice enough to convince this man.
20.
You hear, Anna! Oh, thank goodness you're safe! Did the roast burn?
I'm afraid it did, sir. They attacked.
Oh, not the roast! Are the attackers still here?
In the other room, sir.
Guard the door!
Well, we need to get you out. They could get
No, guard the door with your life, Anna!
They're trying to break down into this room, though. This is our opportunity. They're distracted in the other room by your brother.
Oh, those poor motherfuckers. Alright, but I have to move the boudoir. And you start to hear, and you hear just like the sound of like scraping on the floor beginning. We're going to go ahead and go for, so it looks like the door's about to be open. Colton.
Hello. So, is that door shut or is it open with the dude standing?
Okay, I'm gonna explain how these doors work again.
Yes,
This is a second.
please,
Okay.
thank you.
They open, but they automatically swing shut because they're swinging
They're
doors.
Saloon
right?
doors.
Yeah, saloon
Saloon
doors. But all the way to
doors.
the so they anytime somebody goes through them, they just close again right
Cool.
off the bat.
I'm assuming I can't just go straight this way. It has to be boom, 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 right?
You count an athletics check, sure.
Yeah, I'll try an athletics check.
Sure,
to
go
go
give
over
me an
that.
athletics check real quick to grab the banjo and hop over.
Do a
it.
cool move,
Do a
Colton, that we
cool-
won't see because
cool
you're
move.
invisible.
Yep, you make it just fine.
Yep.
All right, you
So,
pop over it, and it
hop
costs,
over.
it costs 2 squares of movement rather
squares
than 1,
movement.
2, 3.
I
Two
kind
squares.
of, when you're invisible, anything you let go of becomes visible again.
Correct.
I go, psst, if it won't open, try these. And I toss the keys on the floor in front of her, and they become invisible again.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will kind of just stand right here at these doors and get ready to try and move in next turn.
Okay, and then what was your action?
I assume the action was tossing the keys?
No, that's free. You want to you gonna roll? You still trying to remain stealthy?
I am, so I'll roll a stealth check.
Okay, excellent. Sounds good. We'll go ahead and go from Colton to Brock.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, so it sounds like in the interest of not terrifying the lord who's moving the boudoir, I should not, in fact, kick the door down in his face. In fact, maybe I should just stay out of sight altogether if we're trying to
open the door for you.
if we're trying to coax him out of there. Yeah, Brock's going to step over, pick up Lucille, and I think he'll go. So it's not double difficult terrain if I'm moving through that, is it?
No, it's just difficult terrain.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he'll dash and step over here just to kind of see and wait to see what happens.
Okay, sounds good. We're gonna go ahead and go from Brock to the guards. The guards she's lying. She's lying. It's just terrifying. They will the guards will rush forward.
Yeah.
Get him, guards.
Attaboys.
They will stand
Clear
back
the
to
way
back.
for me.
And begin attacking the soldiers. So we got boom, miss, boom, hit with second attack. I'm gonna just do average damage when it comes to NPCs versus NPCs. This will just make my life a lot easier. And we will go ahead and do. Okay, and yeah, and they begin to attack the servant staff from another household. And we will go ahead and go, and they start getting locked into a melee. Meanwhile, RJ.
I am going to hold my action for when he opens that door. So when the boudoir moves and he opens the door, and the moment he does, I'm going in to restrain him.
Okay, sounds good. So you're waiting. You're just kind of poised and waiting there. We're gonna go ahead and go from RJ to the sound of the foyer window crashing as two more staff of another household kind of burst in and roll across the floor and land here, as well as you see that they are led by a plump, dark-skinned woman wearing a waitstaff outfit, but very skimpy, with just overly large breasts. She looks around and says, "Oh yeah, this is very cool. Look at this. Look at, hey, you know, this is a nice place. What do you think, my friends?" And got two wands in his hand and goes, "Oh, look at you!" And points a wand at you. "Oh, look at you! Hey, look at you!" And he says, "Sort of like, good to see you." And we then will head to They are locked in melee here. They turn away from you and start fighting. The woman whose wand you tried to take, she is going to take a step. Oh, no, she isn't, actually. She takes both wands and levels them at you, and she says, "I warned you." And she goes, "I warned you. I do not wish to do this. I take no joy in this." And then she will unload those wands on you. So, she does a 13 hit your armor class. Now, I want to point out, she seems to use these instances where you usually take disadvantage on attack rolls when you're shooting range attacks and melee, she does not seem to have this problem, as she's just really easily kind of dodging. You just fires off, and then points the other one right at your right at your chest and shoots. And that is going to be a 22 versus armor class. You take 9 points of force damage.
Okay, I'm down.
And you go down. So you kind of go, oh! And she looks down at you and she goes, do not get up. And the point back goes, don't, and she goes, no heroes today. Tell your men to drop their weapons. And we go from her to Deirdre. Deirdre, you're on the ground. You're down. That's saving throw, place. Adelaide, we come to you.
Would I have recognized that she gone from?
You heard the sound of shooting, but you're too far away, and there's too much going on between you and them to fully recognize what's going on. Right now, you have a very plump woman with a very ill-fitting voice, pointing on and you saying, "Hey, good to see you again. Hey, look at you. Hey, you know."
I'm going to.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, hold on. He says that to the man beyond you.
Okay.
He's looking past and looking at you. Hey, good to see you again. Why don't you all put your weapons down? What do you do?
I'm going to drop the dagger that I was holding. It sort of is like I disappear for a second, and all of that glass that's been shattered is gonna. Oh wait, I can't. Never mind. Because I'm next to him. Gotta
make a choice.
I dropped the dagger. I pull my rapier out from my disguise and attack him.
Okay, sounds good. So you head for who are you going for?
That guy's right next to me.
There's this guy. He's got short cropped dark hair and kind of just a dull expression on his face as he's dressed up in servant finery.
19 on the die, so that's 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm. It's a hit.
For 5 piercing.
Okay.
Do I recognize the voice?
Give me an insight check.
Insight is wisdom, right?
Correct.
So that is only an 11. Yeah, 11.
Well, he's not disguising it. That's good enough. He has a Lazar accent, and you're suddenly back in the boat. Being rowed back to shore, talking to a young man who was very excited to tell you about how when he went to the red light district, got to see women with very large breasts. And you're flashback to right now, and you're staring at this woman with very large breasts, staring at you and goes, "Hey!" And you recognize that voice, but it's coming from a different body.
What do you want?
So as you pull out the rapier and lunge and attack, you yell, "What do you want?" And he goes, "Oh!" So we will go ahead and go from Adelaide to Colton.
All right. Well, this has turned into a cluster. There's 3 of them. They should be fine. We're going to stealthily try to just sneak into the room. So, would you like me to go ahead and roll stealth check?
Sure. Yep.
Okay.
If you're trying to remain stealthy, absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm trying to remain stealthy. Nice. 15.
Okay. You walk in the room, you can see the chaos here. You see a number of these staff are in. You see one is holding the older woman holding the 2 wands, and you see Dee on the ground with smoke rising from her chest.
So is this entire wall all glass?
No, just that particular portion right there.
Just that particular portion right there? Okay. I'm going to 5, 6, or 1, 2... Oh, darn it. Which direction do I want to go? And she's standing in front of that open doorway over there. So I can see, through a melee, I can see the lady with the 2 wands.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to kind of just repositioning myself away from the door, letting it kind of just slowly close. From hidden, and I'm just going to take a shot at her.
Can't use your action to stealth.
Ah!
Yeah. Okay, so you stand there kind of quietly there.
Cool. I guess that's my turn.
Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and go from Colton to Brock.
Okay, well, this is just silly at this point. Brock's gonna step over here to see what the fuck is going on. Sees that. I don't even... Alright,
See, it's very plump one with the overly exaggerated breasts and overly exaggerated hips. Staring at you and goes, "Oh! Hey, and I was gonna see you. Hey, but drop your weapons!" What do you do? You don't recognize this person.
No. Jesus. This is a very confusing situation. Sorry, it's just knocking everyone over. Fuck. He can't decide what to do. I think he will just freeze and wait to see how the situation with the door behind him resolves.
Okay, we'll say dodge action then.
Yeah.
Why not? Take a defensive stance, wondering what the hell to do. Okay, the guards continue to press. I'm just doing... one of the house staff falls and spray of blood. You hear her stop and yell, we need your... We goes, Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Big, I need you in here. Big, I need you in here. And you see, she yells, and you hear that, and you see her perk her head up and goes, as the guards start to try to force their way towards her, and you see the half-orc guard kind of step forward and goes, I've got you, my lord, and take a swing, and the other house staff is bleeding heavily, but managing to hold off all four of these, but not for long. We're gonna go ahead and go to RJ.
Has anything happened here? Is it?
Yeah, you hear the sound of. It's very heavy. Hold on, it's a whole boudoir. It doesn't take an action to do. It's gonna take him. A turn or two to get this out of the way. It sounds like.
With that being the case, and now a body in between, I'm gonna flatten against this wall while I'm waiting with the same plan once it opens. But I'm trying to make sure I'm not in a line.
Sure. These three are gonna break off and disengage and run into this room. And they are going to join the fight with the guards. So Colton, what you see is a number of house staff appears with branching knives. Actually, I'm sorry. As they enter the room, here's what you see. I love this. Actually, this is what I want to show you. Into the room, you see the two kind of generic looking house staff, I guess we'll call them. As they step forward, you can see the flesh peel back from their face, revealing a horrifying insect. Like one has like basically like underneath their skin, you see like an insect face kind of just gnashing. And you see the men in front kind of scream and turn around and scream and go, "Oh, what the fuck, monsters!" And you see the curvaceous woman kind of just smirk as their faces go right back to just generic face. And you see her go, "Gotcha!" And then she just starts shooting. And you see one of the guards just go down. As she also is like, they both start shooting the same person. Falls down in a spray of magic. It's a firefight.
It's a firefight.
Go give me an insight check.
Insight. That is a 13, so 18.
You've seen this tactic before, the whole folding face back thing. No creature that you know of can do this except for a changeling, who can change their forms at will. Okay. We will go ahead and go to go from them to Deirdre. Death saving throw, please. Adelaide.
I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Can I she's in the way, but can I push open the doors to see in here?
Sure.
I push open. Oh my word! And I sort of like, again, bonus action, do a like nervous, like mumbling as Anna, but you hear in your head, "Get up, D."
Give me a sleight of hand. This is going to represent your ability or performance. Let's give me your performance. Okay. This is going to represent your ability to hide your spell casting.
Can I actually use my ability to use a bardic so it becomes subtle?
Sure, yeah, okay. I didn't know you already had an ability.
Yeah.
I love it. Wonderful.
So.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not the right die. You don't get D20.
If only.
You get 6. Sweet.
So Deidre pops back up. Yeah. Okay, Deidre, there's a firefight happening above your fucking head right now.
Lights.
Things have turned to hell, and it's right above your head, and you're in the middle of it.
Right.
This may be more than you can handle.
I'm going to look back and sort of call to these two. They need help! My word! And I'm going to go ahead and I've got a sword in my hand, so I'm going to stab the one in front of me.
Sure.
As Anna, I'll defend my lords!
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a nat 1.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw here. Let's see if you can keep a hold of your weapon.
I rolled another nat 1.
Okay. So he, as you stab the curvaceous woman, turns around, takes one wand, and then just like bats her up and away with the other wand. Shoots the side of the blade, just in quick succession, and the blade just goes and flies down the stairs.
Oh jeez.
Okay. I am.
2 nat ones. The weapon flies out of your hand down the stairs.
Oh, this is like a railing, and the stairways.
No, this is a railing. It hits shoot, bang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's through the door.
Oh, through the door. I see.
As Anna, I'm going to take off running then to attack him.
She is a melee weapon now.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to stop there.
Okay, sounds good. And you just hear, yeah, you better run, you know? And we are going to go ahead and go from Adelaide to Colton. Colton, okay, so there's this firefight happening. There's a lot of players involved right now.
Yep.
And you see Deidre is up right now. What are you going to do? Are you going to join this fight, or are you going to do something else?
I'm going to, since it will cost me an action to move stealthily, I'm just going to move kind of towards the back of the room here. I'm not going to worry about being stealthy anymore.
Okay, sure.
And then I am going to, obviously it will break my stealth, but, hold my gun out and...
You're adjacent to somebody else, just so we're clear.
Shoot. Corner of the room. That's better. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she's back there. Yeah, she'll be good. So, boom, arm out. Invisibility breaks, because the magic, boom. I'm casting a spell. The surge of energy that goes down my arm when I normally take a shot is brighter than normal. As it hits my hand, the energy flows over my wand and begins to form into more stone, similar to what my wand is made out of, until it represents a miniature, malformed version of an Ondarian arcane mortar.
Okay.
And I am at these 3 centered. It is a 10-foot sphere, so I believe if I put it here, it'll hit all 3 of these guys and no one else.
Okay, sure.
And I am...
What spell are you casting?
Shatter.
Shatter, okay.
So I need con save.
It's a 10-foot diameter sphere.
10-foot diameter.
10-foot diameter.
Oh.
It's 20 feet by 20 feet. Where's the point of origin?
I'm trying to where it is only these 3 that are being hit, so probably about right here. 1, 2, 1, 2... Yeah, so it should...
Sure, okay. The sound of porcelain and glass breaking, what sort of save do they need to make?
DC 13 con save.
Got a 14, got a 17, got a 17. All 3 of them saved.
Alright, so half damage. That's half of 12 is 6 force damage to each of them. And it's just a humongous burst of...
Okay.
Like a miniature mortar shot going off.
Okay. And suddenly you reappear as this glass breaking, the porcelain bathtub just shatters, the mirror shatters, the window shatters, and they turn to you, not too much the worse from the wearer, and say, "There!" And one goes, "Oh, over there." He goes, "Hey, oh, come on!" And we will go ahead and go from Colton to Brock.
Brock is. We do not have time for any of this. He's going to kind of psych himself up, turn around, pull out Lucille, and just try to just cleave the door down.
Sure. String check.
Lucille has the breaker property as it applies to wood.
Oh, you're just gonna.
I'm just going to attack the door.
Sure, go ahead.
Assuming this is a wooden door.
It is.
Okay. So he'll do this recklessly. High number to hit for 12.
That door just shatters, and you see standing in the doorway there. The boudoir is about halfway moved. You see a rich-looking Lord Elias Erlanter, dressed in like fine clothing, but like hair frazzled and eyes wide, kind of just stop and go, Anna,
he is.
You're not Anna.
Yeah, Brock is going to.
But hold on.
Oh, yeah, you had a prepared thing. Okay.
Well, and if it's open, then RJ slides through and immediately goes to restrain.
Sounds good. Let's go ahead and grapple. I'm not sure how that works.
You have that page?
I believe it's they need to make a save against your combat maneuver DC.
Target makes a strength or dex save versus your maneuver DC.
Excellent.
That'll be 14.
Okay. Elias fails. Absolutely.
Okay.
Do you want to deal basic melee damage
No,
to
I
him?
do not.
Okay. You don't have to.
Okay. So you grab him. You're in a bedroom, like a guest bedroom. There's a bed just behind him, and there's a bed just behind him, and a wall a bit of a ways past. So you grab him. By the neck? You said.
Yeah.
Okay. Grab him by the neck, and then and you kind of push him back into the room and slam him up against the wall.
I'm gonna make this very clear.
Well, we're gonna hold on because
Yeah.
your action was that. But if you want to do any convincing or anything, that'll be your next action. So bam!
Brock is
right
going
against the
to
wall.
follow him into the room and say, "Where's the stone?"
Okay. Well, before you get a chance to convince him, because your action was beating down that door. Yeah,
Yep.
you go. Where's the stone? While he's going, ah! We're going to go ahead and go to Adelaide, Colton, Brock. That was Brock. Okay. Everything goes to chaos. They're going to go ahead and try to. They finish taking down this one, and are going to now turn and try to protect their lord. Running past over here. He is going to run forward to try to attack this woman. And takes a swing, and she very easily dodges it, takes another swing, and as it would connect, you see her kind of just real quick flash on a wand, and a shield appears, and she goes, do not do that today, honey. Why does it always have to be so violent? And she looks at him and she goes, you're breathing again? Why are you all so violent? Good Lord, this didn't have to be this way. And they begin to fight on each side of the room. We go to RJ.
Alright, so I'm gonna make this very clear. One way or another, you're going with me when I leave. It could be awake, it could be asleep, it could be a longer sleep. So I would make it easy on me. And I will say, you may also want to appease him, so I'd answer his question. But my only concern is you come in with me.
Okay, so, but we're going to go with you guys keep doing this, by the way, when I point this out. When you give me two things you want, resist that urge. Give me the one thing that you want. So you are telling him you're going to kidnap this man. So you're trying to intimidate him into what? Coming along with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Give an intimidation check. Give an intimidation check.
9.
I will allow him to re-roll that with my once per day intimidating presence.
Sure.
21 natural 20.
There we go.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely. He goes. It's just. Where are you taking me?
You will be safe. You're going to come to our establishment, and we'll go from there.
He seems very confused, but he doesn't seem willing to put up a fight. We are going to go ahead and go from RJ to the changeling. Okay. she is going to put both of her wands into that half-orc's chest and then just unload on him. Oh yeah, no, she did full damage to him. That's going to be he gets knocked back. Oh, he's kind of taking the hits. He's pretty tough, but she's just. Meanwhile, the changes are giving fight back, and she is joining another one of the guards falls as all three of them kind of converge, and they now start moving towards the other, kind of turn their attention towards the other guard. We're gonna go ahead and go from to Deidre. Deidre, there's a whole lot of fight going on here. What are you doing?
Deidre's going to realize that this is too much. She's going to try to use the chaos to her advantage.
Sure.
She's going to bonus action disengage, but she's wanting to move about the room, attempting to try to find a place that they would have kept the stone, like trying to see if there's
there's a chest, there's a wardrobe, there's a chest, and you know that there's a chest and a wardrobe, at least from what you can see here. Chest right here in front of the bed, which would be right about there, and a wardrobe up against this wall over here.
She's going to.
And there's also their persons.
Right. Okay, she's going to...
Stand up, half your movement.
Yep.
Bonus action, disengage.
Yep.
Okay.
So then that leaves me...
Where are you going for first?
I'm going to go towards the chest, which you said was right
here.
Okay,
so that's going to take about 10 feet of movement, sure. So you get to the chest, okay?
And then I'm going to attempt to look in the chest.
It is locked.
Is it an action to pick?
Mm-hmm. You can certainly try.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to attempt to pick it with my picking stuff. Which I have a d4. That's going to be a 14.
That is not enough.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me say that. I'm pretty sure it's not enough, but let me look at the number here, which I should have looked at. No, it's not enough. So you try to pick the lock, but it's not working. You hear, "Hey, leave that alone!" And you look like a very severe-looking Helias is now glaring at you, and he's like reaching towards his sword as you're trying to pick this chest right in front of him. So we're gonna go ahead and go from Deirdre to Adelaide.
I want to come in here. Can I do a search for proof or evidence real quick?
Yep. So you go into the ballroom. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
No perception. Do we have any coins left?
1 coin.
All of your perceivers went into the fight instead.
No.
God damn it! No, I rolled 2 nat ones.
Okay. You looked. The glare from the. I'm sorry. Seeing. So you walk in, and nat ones are a problem. So you walk by a mirror, and you kind of look over, and you see yourself as Anna, but like you feel a twinge of sadness for your friend for your like newfound acquaintance that just died, and how you're taking it from kind of using it, and you now have a -1d4 penalty to all charisma checks for the rest of this encounter.
Well,
that's in that one.
I'm basically useless. So.
Well, luckily, you can do more things than the one skill. So luckily for that, right? So,
so that was my action.
Yeah.
That was only one thing of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you trying to search rooms? Is that what your goal is? Because you've walked in that room twice. So just
I was searching this room. I'm walking back into this room.
Is okay. So here's my question. This is Will to Cassie now. So you keep walking into this one room to search it. Do you want to search rooms?
I wanted to search this room. Yes. Is that your question?
No, my question is, do you want to search rooms? Because okay.
Yes.
The reason I mentioned that is when you guys got intel. Under no circumstance have you guys found out anything about those rooms at all. Never got touched, never got looked at. So I'm just letting your character know that your character would know that if she's trying to go through information, that she knows that that's a whole area of unknown. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to point that out as just a DM helping thing.
Right. So. I was moving back because are the keys still on the ground in here?
He tossed them to you, or they're still on the ground. Yeah.
All right, then I don't remember where they were thrown, but I'm gonna.
Sure, yeah, you're able to grab them. Sure, yeah. So the that's yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go from Adelaide to Colton.
I will, moving ever so slightly. Actually, no. I don't know if he is counted as a hostile in NPC, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Are you wondering if the people who were if they count as hostile?
No, I know that they
yeah.
do.
Yeah,
it's Lord Elias or Elias.
He's reaching for a sword as one of your allies is now trying to pick
Yeah,
a.
so probably counts as hostile. So I will just kind of stay where I am. I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Hex on kind of the leader of the group of 3 over here.
Okay.
Boom, burning mark on him, no save. I'm going to choose Dexterity, and then I will take a shot at him.
Sounds good.
D6 necrotic. Oof. That's only going to be an 11 to hit.
Okay, that is a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and who are you shooting at? The
The-
leader. Oh yeah, he goes, come on, man! He goes, knock this shit off. Anything else?
Nah.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to Brock.
So we're taking this guy back? Is that the plan? Alright. Brock is going to bodily pick up Elias, I guess. And I guess he will jump out the window. He will
Peek
do
out
so.
the window. You can see that it's about a 20-foot drop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, I was raised in Sharn, and we learn how to land on our feet in Sharn.
Oh, okay, sure.
What
does that mean?
That means I have an exploration knack that lets me treat falls as my proficiency bonus times 10 feet shorter than they are.
Oh wow! So how much would you?
20
treat this?
feet.
Oh, so you just okay? You
Yeah.
just grab this man. You leap out the window. As you leap out the window, you can hear the sounds of whistles and alarms. The city watch is on their way.
Yeah. Okay.
You probably give it about 10 minutes till they get here, though. So, yeah. So I want to be clear. I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. As you hit the ground, you hear the guards. I want to have this kind of just zero in on perspective for your character. You're going to travel across town with a kidnapped man over your shoulders, an ambassador. You're going to put him over your shoulder, and you're going to carry him all the way across town. Now remember, Sharn is a big city, and you guys aren't anywhere near your district. You have to cross multiple districts to get back home. I just want to make sure we're all very clear on what has been decided here. So you realize that this hits you as you hit the ground.
Yeah.
You hear the city watch are coming, and anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I will gently place him on the ground, but in such a way that I'll just say, "All right, keep quiet."
What do you want? What do you want from me?
I want the stone. Damn it.
Fine, take it! And he reaches out and he throws it at you.
What does he throw at
He
me?
throws at you that stone. He pulls out and throws that at you. You see in your hand a heavy grayish-green stone. There are 3 divots in it that look like that maybe something the size of a marble could fit in it. He just hurls it in your hands and says, "Please just leave me alone!" As you place him gently on the ground.
Yeah. I think Brock's kind of stunned for a second. He'll end his turn there.
Oh, is it a bonus action for stunned silence?
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead and end the session there.
You got it, Brock.
I got it, Ajay.
Go ahead and show it off. Go ahead and show off what I showed you.
Yeah.
Show it off.
Oh, to the camera, yes.
Yeah, show it off. Yeah, I made that.
You made this?
I made that.
He made that with his
I
own
made
person
that.
hands.
Will made this cool rock, everyone.
Yeah, the Stone of Galore.
Wow.
Printed and painted.
And for only $14.99, this stone can be yours too.
I didn't know how much I was going to sell it for, so thanks for... So, price pending. I actually can't legally sell it because it's not my design.
Right.
But I did make it, so... Alright, okay. Boy, shit hit the fan. They're real quick, real fast. A lot of stuff going on right now. So, let's go ahead and talk about that. Cassie, how's Adelaide feeling about this whole situation?
I mean, it's a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be whether or not Captain Botet realizes that his crew of apparently changelings are thieves, burglars, gangsters, something. And
Yeah, because the voice you recognized was the voice of the sailor, Captain Maurice Botet.
Yeah.
Yes.
so
The aggressively bisexual Maurice Botet. No, that guy just likes to party. This is not the kind of party you like.
this is potentially another faction that we hadn't accounted for. So there's that. There's a lot of agenda still uncompleted, and just more people keep busting through windows.
I'm reminded of when Dennis last week talked about had pitched this. RJ had pitched this plan. Let's wait and see what happens. So the chain of events here is that the House Tarkanian member throws himself out of a window and starts to run the fuck away, right? And then about 2 rounds later, new people start bursting in. And it's just like, oh, that's wonderful. You were not the only one who had that plan, it turns out. So, yeah, so Captain Maurice Botet, how do you feel about that?
I mean, Adelaide obviously is curious whether or not he's in on it. But right now, her focus is on needing to get the stone and needing to get evidence.
That's right. Evidence is really important, and getting that evidence. If you want the Lantars to come to justice,
Right.
You're going to need some hard proof.
Yeah. Part of her sort of trying to just open doors is she didn't know the layout. She only got into like the kitchen and the pantry.
You guys had the map. What happened?
I wrote everything down on the map of what the rooms were that we knew.
Did you share, did the character share the map?
Yes.
That
I
she had
laid it out.
You guys
when
went
I
okay.
did it.
We
You
reviewed
guys
it
went
at
out
the White Stag, yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, Brock, how's Brock feeling about the situation?
Surprised one thing apparently went right tonight.
Well, you threaten a man with becoming the subject of Taken.
Yeah.
And then literally leap out of a window, and he's like, "Oh no, fucking
Wait, the
done."
sending stone's going off.
What do you
I
want?
have a very specific set of skills.
Is this Helias or Lanter?
Yeah. Yeah. Still not really sure how we're going to salvage this. If nothing else, we did get what we came here for, but there's a lot more players in this than I think we even expected.
We've learned a lot tonight, haven't you? Yeah. How's RJ feeling about this?
We are not the best trained out of the groups. We are not the spec ops of the. Eye on the prize is an interesting issue, but we got there, kind of. Hopefully, maybe. Brock did just let go one of our main objectives, so hopefully we can grab a hold of him again before we...
I think myself and Brock were both equally surprised because you mentioned Eye on the Prize, and when you went into that room and you got him by the neck, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna press him for information, proof for that stone. You go, I'm gonna take you. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wasn't expecting
what?
that at all.
You're gonna kidnap this man?
I was not expecting
it's
that
like,
at all
okay. Which I thought was a
And
very
telling him
interesting
that you were
choice. I
going
liked
to
it.
take him back to our
Established.
establishment.
Yeah, right.
And
I'm going to take
I'm
you.
like, no.
At least
The interrogation takes longer than 30
You gotta black bag him first.
This is
I
a bag and
planned on
grab.
No, that's great. No, that's very interesting.
I did not expect, once I said that, for the large man to pick him up over his shoulder and run with it.
What do you
Say
mean
no more, boss.
What do you mean you're following through with this?
Well,
We're taking him? Yeah. Okay.
I have a man. He's like, okay.
Me too.
And out the
Involved
window,
in
I'm like,
window.
okay, yes, but no, but yes, but no.
RJ's staring at the window and then has to run down the stairs.
Oh no, he's going out this window. I can tell you that. Right?
How's Deirdre feeling about this situation?
Deidre right now is like unaware that we have what we came for. Is now trying to pick locks and like figure out where this trying to take advantage of it. She's just as like, what the fuck is going on? There's so many people. Where the fuck are the kids? Like,
Want
I haven't
to
heard of
just
peeping in
fly
the
overhead
exactly.
in all directions.
Where the fuck are they? Like, no one seems concerned. No one. So it's like I know they were in this room, but right now I don't know.
Knocking on the chest. Are
Many,
you in
many-
here, kids?
Many questions,
Yes.
right? How's Colton feeling about the situation?
I mean, I was hoping we would be gently dragging a couple of lords and a nimble right out and bringing them to justice. That got thrown out, and killing a couple, thugs on the way. That's just gone out the window, much like one of the nobles.
Yeah.
So we're a third of the way there. But the problem is, we gotta have the whole package. This is a clusterfuck. At this point, if Brock has some way of communicating to us that we have the stone, at this point, fuck it. Let's just get out of here with our lives, and we will readdress the situation of apprehending the literal terrorists on another day.
Yeah, I'm actually curious on that because because this is sort of the dread moment. Is I feel that the very tall middle-aged butler kind of made it clear of exactly what she was willing to do to Deirdre, and then so I was surprised when you came in to continue that fight, and I'm like, okay. Because I don't know if you're going to be. I'm very curious if you guys are going to get out with your lives next week. Or next time.
I mean, I
Very
came in,
curious.
I had a plan, but it fell apart.
Well, if that dude comes near me with the sword, I'm gonna be like, toodles, and like, run away.
Multiple middle fingers. Well, yeah, and luckily you're very well built for getting the
Yes.
fuck out of there. So,
And I have
All right.
extra speed.
well, hey, for those of you at home, thank you so much for joining us on this the second session of our assault on the Orlanta Villa, the Lantar Villa, and we hope to see you next week. Hopefully for the next time in 2 weeks, Friday 3 p.m. For the potentially conclusion. Although I don't know, maybe another group bursts through another window. Hey, there's still plenty of windows in this house,
Exactly.
right?
They gotta be running out. They've got to be running out.
Yeah.
There are
how many
6 in that room.
how many factions could there be in the city, right? All right. Well, we hope to see you. We truly hope to see you joining us next week.
Out the window.
Out the window!